Friday.
Yo.
Jess Hilarious is out today. What up, Lauren LaRosa?
Good morning, y'all.
Charlamagne the guy.
Peace to the planet. It's Friday. Good morning. How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here. Another day to serve our beautiful listeners. What's happening?
There you go. Good morning. It's Friday. The weekend is here. I hope you're feeling great out there.
I saw people stressing. People be like, yo, you work all week just to get 2 days off. I don't look at it like that. I just enjoy every day above ground, man.
Absolutely.
What I mean? And I enjoy every single thing that I do every day, and I feel like everybody should take that approach.
That's right.
Monday through Friday. If you got a job, regardless of what that job is, be happy that you have one.
That's right.
Because there's somebody out there who doesn't,
or just lost one today.
That's right. If you wake up every day, you know what I'm saying, and you breathing, thank God for that. Be happy that you did that too, because guess what? Somebody woke up dead this morning.
That's right.
All right.
And
Look
also,
at you all positive on a Friday.
I'm always positive.
They're always positive in the morning.
Oh, I was about to say.
They're always positive in the morning. But yeah, he's right. And absolutely, if you got family members, you got your mother, your father, your grandparents, call them, hug them, love them. Life is short. You're seeing everybody. It seems like, I don't want to say a lot of people have been passing, but a lot of people have been passing.
A lot of people waking up dead.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this young lady named Lauren LaRosa, who is a broadcaster from L.A. right now?
Yeah.
You go to L.A. for 24 hours, back in L.A., now you super fancy. You got on a diamond choker. That
You
says
see it? It says Scorpio.
Drake. What did it say?
You said
It says Scorpio.
Oh, I thought it said Scorpion. I thought you was, okay.
You went out
Why
last
would
night.
I have on a... No, actually, I worked last night, and then I came and went to sleep because I have to get up at 1:30 in the morning to broadcast on time with y'all over there.
Okay.
I hosted a collaboration event and a fashion show for Black Radiance and Cross Colors. They just dropped a new collaboration, so I walked in the fashion show and I hosted it.
Cross color, the old Cross Colors.
Yes, they're
Okay.
doing they just released a like makeup and a bunch of different stuff with the Black Radiance brand, and Dawn Richard was performing yesterday, so I got to meet her and had a really good conversation with her in person behind the scenes, and yeah, that's what they brought me out here for that. So I've been out here for the past 2 days, waking up at 1:30 a.m.
I just want people to know that thing you got on your neck is fake, okay? It's not real diamonds. I'm just saying, times is hard out here, so I don't want nobody snatching that off your neck.
You were just so positive. It's
I'm
still the morning.
looking out
What
for
happened?
You walking around with that big blingy fake ass piece of jewelry
Who
on.
asked you?
I don't know.
Who asked
I don't know
you?
how you take that, right?
That's not even bling bling. That's blung blung.
Because he's protecting you, but he's also, because it's L.A. and you walking around them streets.
I don't care where
He want to make sure you safe.
Yes, I don't care where that. You walking around with what appears to be a diamond choker, and it's not real. We know it's not real.
Damn it, man.
So it's just I just want people to know that.
You don't know if she got a sugar daddy from Africa right now that's just supplying her money or something like that?
What is happening over there?
I don't know.
Okay, what is happening?
I don't know. I'm just
let's reel it on black. On back. I can't even talk.
All right.
Bring it on back, okay?
Well, let's get the show cracking. Omarion will be joining us this morning. Of course, he's on a Millennium Tour 2025.
Yup.
So we're going to be kicking with Omarion, and R&B singer Fridayy will be joining us. His new album, Some Days I'm Good, Some Days I'm Not, is out today. So we're going to be kicking it. It's going to be an R&B Friday. All right? All right, well, let's get the show cracking. We got front page news. More going to be joining us. And then get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. And let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, and
Peace.
Lauren LaRosa. Happy Friday and cheers to the freaking weekend.
Happy Friday.
Okay, y'all don't got the energy I need today. It is Friday, okay? Okay, top of the headline. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. A federal judge is blocking the Trump administration's mass firings of federal workers.
Good.
All right. A U.S. District Court judge ruled on Thursday that the Office of Personnel Management must rescind a memo that resulted in mass firings of probationary employees. Now, the ruling says the firings were probably illegal, but it does not reinstate the workers who have already been dismissed. Now, the judge also referred to probationary employees as, quote, the lifeblood of our government. Another court hearing is scheduled for March 13th. And of course, this comes as at the same time, unemployment claims are at their highest level this year so far. The Labor Department reports initial filings for unemployment benefits hit around 242,000 in the week ending in February 22nd. That's an increase of 22,000 from the previous week and well above the Dow Jones estimate of 225,000. So, you guys have any thoughts on that?
I'm all for it. Like I say, I've been saying it all week, and for the past couple of weeks, I'm all for the idea of government efficiency, but it needs to be done right. What's happening is illegal. They are not obeying the law because they're bypassing Congress. You can't have all these meltdowns of agencies, all of this dysfunction, and you must obey the law. Elon Musk should be coordinating with Congress while he's doing that. And I even bigger than that, he's not an elected official.
Not at all.
Yeah, and I can't imagine that any of this is efficient for the government.
Yes, I understand he's appointed by the president, but he wasn't sworn in by the Senate, so no.
But isn't it true that because he's a quote-unquote consultant, he can only work a limited amount of time?
130 days. So 130 days. Yep.
Trump going to change that.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll see. Speaking of President Trump.
Yeah, I just don't understand how you have somebody with all of that unchecked power, but that person themselves doesn't have to go through any checks and balances to do what it is that they're doing.
Well, switching gears to President Trump, he says a lot of progress has been made or is being made in the Russia-Ukraine war. He made the comments during a joint news conference with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Trump said the groundwork is being laid for a ceasefire deal between the two sides, but he doesn't want to get ahead of himself until a deal is actually done. Let's hear more from President Trump.
As I discussed with Prime Minister Starmer, the next step we're making is toward a very achievable ceasefire. We hope that can happen quickly. Tomorrow, the progress toward peace will continue when President Zelensky visits the White House. He'll be here tomorrow in the early part of the day, and we'll be signing a historic agreement that will make the United States a major partner in developing Ukraine's minerals and rare earths.
Yeah, Trump said the U.S. will be reimbursed for providing defense funds for Ukraine and cited the minerals deal he made with Ukrainian President Zelensky, who is again scheduled to meet with President Trump today to sign that deal, as well as have further talks about the Ukraine-Russia war. Now, the president said his administration has made historic progress when it comes to creating peace around the world. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer agrees. He praised Trump for his efforts to get a ceasefire done between Ukraine and Russia. Let's hear more from UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer.
You've created a moment of tremendous opportunity to reach a historic peace deal, a deal that I think would be celebrated in Ukraine and around the world. That is the prize. But we have to get it right.
Yeah, Trump says he wants to decrease U.S. support for Ukraine and allow the rest of Europe to pick up the slack. Trade is also expected to be, or trade was also a discussion amongst the UK Prime Minister after Trump has been imposing steep tariffs on allies since taking office. Any thoughts on that?
I'm not mad at any of that. World peace is always a great thing. That's something we all pray for. I was driving into work today and I saw a falling star, and that was literally my wish. My wish was for world peace.
Speaking of a falling star, that's so cool. You know, you were talking about this earlier this week. There's a rare planetary alignment happening today. Stargazers will be able to see 7 planets.
Which 7?
Which 7?
Okay, which 7? We got Saturn, Neptune. Sheesh, to the naked eye. I'm sorry, I don't have a list of which ones. I'm gonna pull them up in just a second.
You're only 8 of them.
Uranus is one of them.
Uranus.
What is up with y'all this morning?
Uranus is wonderful. I've been telling y'all all week that I can see these stars with the naked eye.
First of all, y'all talking like we're in another galaxy. Which planets? Like we're on. It's only 8 of them, and we're on 1.
Oh, that's right. And then they don't consider Pluto a planet anymore. So all 7. Let's go through them. What are they? Jupiter, Mars.
I didn't remember none of that.
Saturn,
so
Jupiter,
Saturn,
Mars, Uranus,
Mercury,
Venus, Mercury, Earth.
We got them.
No, we're missing one.
No, Pluto. They don't consider Pluto.
I only named 7. Neptune.
You're right. You got it.
Yep.
All right. So the best chance of viewing all 7 planets will be in places free of light pollution and in areas without an obstructed view of the horizon. So you might want to check that out tonight, guys. Of course. Yep.
That'd be something to get high to. What time is it?
I'd imagine at night once the nightfall comes. Yeah, but you
take my edible at the right time so that kicks in.
You said NASA also suggests you can also use binoculars and a telescope to get a better view. But
All right. That's usually how it works, NASA, when you want to look at something in the sky.
Oh my God,
a lot of geniuses up there, huh?
All right.
Okay, Elon, I might be with you. All right. Okay, what you mean?
Oh my God.
And that's from Page News. Thank you, Morg. We'll see you next hour.
All right. Talk to y'all at 7.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing. Hey, what you doing, man? I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Chris.
Hey, what's up, Chris? Get it off your chest.
Yeah, I just want to get off my chest. Good morning to everybody. Breakfast Club. I've been listening to you guys for many years. I just want to let you guys know that, I'm a federal worker here at Mayport, Jacksonville. Well, Mayport, but in Jacksonville. And I work on warships. And I just wish the Department of Defense and the Department of the Navy would be a little more open to letting civilians in and come walk the dock with us on once a month or something like that. So you guys could see, what 8 hours of our life is like, When COVID happened, we wasn't allowed to work from home or any of that stuff. We still had to be on the deck plates, fixing these ships, dealing with contractors, dealing with ship scores, dealing with civilians on all types of higher levels, lower levels. 8-hour days when you're in $150 million availability to fix the ship, that's a real deal. We worked so hard to hear all this stuff and all this stuff about lazy federal workers. And I understand that it's not just pointed at our agency, but I'm just saying, man, there's a lot of work that we put in and a lot of sweat and tears, towards fixing these warships to make our country safe.
You know who did that? President Bill Clinton. President Bill Clinton, when he had his government efficiency initiative, that's what he did. He collaborated with federal workers, and he actually did things like that. He wanted to see, what it was that y'all actually did, where the waste was. He worked with y'all hand in hand. He didn't just go in there guessing and just slashing things.
Charlamagne, maybe the Breakfast Club should try to host a break, like one of you guys a session on a ship one day and go walk the ship and talk to personnel so you can see what the environment is like. Yeah, and don't let them sugarcoat it into a ship that's not on availability or anything. Make them do it like on a ship that's going through a fixing stage, like it's getting fixed on. So you can see all the entities that are on the ship and all the movement and everything that's going on, man. Because I tell you, man, we work hard, man. We work really hard, and a lot of us don't get a lot of credit.
Well, we appreciate your work,
that
man.
We're underpaid.
Mm-hmm. That's right. We appreciate your service, man. This is why I keep telling everybody to please go read up on Bill Clinton's National Partnership for Reinventing Government, because what Elon Musk is attempting to do, Bill Clinton actually did in the 90s, and it worked. He just did things the right way, and he did things like work with federal workers. He worked hand in hand with civil servants, and they actually, went to these federal workplaces and saw what was going on so they could make effective cuts. Who better to talk to than the workers? That's right. And the civil servants who actually do this stuff every day.
And salute to all the shipyards. I know there's a huge one in the 757 Virginia that fixes ships, and there's always people out there. And yeah, they really don't let civilians on those bases. You got to get clearance and things like that. But salute to all the ship workers and everything out there. We appreciate your service. Hello, who's this? Hello?
You fighting? Who fighting you? Somebody's attacking you. Hello?
Damn. Well, his name was Eric, and he wanted to he said, Charlotte, he wanted to give you his flowers. He said you saved him when he was on the verge of completing suicide. So I don't know the story. We couldn't hear him, but he wanted to thank you.
Well, salute to you, Eric. Call back if you can.
Hello, who's this?
It's Terrence. How y'all doing?
What's up, Terrence? Get it off your chest.
What's up, man? I called a celebrity yesterday. It's been on y'all show a couple of times, and I asked him, if I get through, can I call and give you flowers to let everybody know what you've done for me and my family, besides what you're doing on the TV, what you're doing in the movies, what you're doing your shows? I want to call and give you your flowers on the Breakfast Club. And he told me if I get through, I can call him. And that's what I called for, to do something different on the Breakfast Club on Friday.
Who's that? Who you talking to?
Donnell Rollins.
Oh, Donnell Rollins. Salute to Donnell,
man.
We love Donnell. We play with Donnell a lot up here, but we support Donnell, and we appreciate Donnell.
I really don't.
Yes, you do.
Come on, Charlamagne. That got to be your boo.
That's got to be what?
He's your boo?
Your boy.
Who, Donnell?
I don't know what's going on with the phone today. That is your boy. That is his boy. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Breakfast Club. It's J.A. from Indy.
J.A. What's up, J.A.?
Hey, man, I need your advice. I got beef with my son. He's doing really good in school. You know, got a car accident, got past that. I'm going to buy him a new car for his birthday next week, and I get his tax return. Last summer, he said he made $10,000. His tax return, he actually made $25,000. So I'm admitting to a federal crime online. Y'all think I should take his tax return? I'm going to file it for him. But he got some money coming back, like 5 bands, man, and I'm feeling like
How is Dad gonna take his money from him?
Swing on that little mug, man.
Hey, I've been taking care of him. I've been doing my job. His mom's done a great job. But he told me he only made $10,000 last summer, and I got the W-2s. It's $25,000. And I'm like disappointed because he keeps getting money from me. I'm like, where the money at?
First of all, you need to take some of that money and tuck it away for him. You know what I'm saying? Like let that money be able to work for him. Don't let him get it all at one time because he'll probably blow it. That's the smart thing to do as a parent.
No, he said he wants to take that money and buy him a car because he just wrecked his car a couple of months ago.
I wouldn't even buy him a car.
He probably got to get around, get to work.
Yeah, he got to get.
Already got him another car out of my money.
See?
But I didn't know he made this much money last summer.
Maybe he didn't know either. Maybe he didn't feel it. It's inflation.
So that's what I got. So what should I do? Should I take
And put that money away for him for a rainy day, bro. This is what I don't understand about people. Why we look to spend the money that we got coming in? If you already got him a car and he don't necessarily need the bread right now, just tuck it away for a minute. Why you looking to spend it so fast?
How old is he?
He's 19. He's about to be 20. And I didn't say I was going to spend it. I'm just frustrated because he blew it last summer. I'm not going to give it to him now. I'm like, I'll put it up. It's just the principle. It's just the principle.
Well, you should have a conversation with him, see what he did with that money. But like Charlamagne said, you should put it up.
Put it up for him,
Put
man.
it away for him so that, when he turns 21 or a rainy day or he needs something, that money's there for him.
I got you. I appreciate y'all, man. We locked in.
All right, Jay.
Put it into an S&P 500 or something. That's a safe bet.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this Nat from Philly.
What's up, Nat? Get it off your chest.
Hey, I just called this in the morning. I never got to before. Hey, Charlamagne the God, Lauren Rosa. Did I say your name right?
It was fine.
It's fine.
I'm sorry. BDaht Interview, I went to your car show. You super nice. I just want to say that you're super nice. And I'm not being shady. I'm just saying you look normal. Your beard looked normal. You're not.
Oh, hell no. You met somebody else.
No, it was me. You know what it is? When I'm up here, Charlamagne says I'm Dominican. He says my beard is fake. He says, so many different things. But all that's not true. But I'm glad.
What
you
mean
came.
It's not true?
Hopefully
you do
we'll
dye your beard.
No, I don't know. It's just a joke. I get it. But we both Virgos too. And I get you. When I got beef with somebody, I got beef forever. It's never going to end. So I just wanted to say that. Nobody never really have your side. But Virgos, shout out to Virgos. Y'all have a good day. That's all I wanted to say.
Yo, Envy, that's crazy. People walk up on you, do beard checks
all day long.
But why would you lie though? You do dye your beard.
I do, but you said it was fake. People be trying to.
That is fake.
Let me pull your hairline. Like, no, you back. No, my beard is real, but I dye it. Just like Lauren, your hair's no, maybe not.
Excuse me?
Forget it.
Damn.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1005.
I got you.
Pedro. So you found his middle name?
That's not my middle name.
Yeah, I did.
That's
and
crazy.
And if Ice ever hit me back on that other stuff, I'm gonna let him know a little something. Okay?
Oh, wait till me and Ice go on our ride along.
Oh my!
I know exactly where I'm going.
You know exactly what's real. Deportation.
All right, we got the mess coming up, Lauren. What we talking about?
Indiana's nanny running.
That's crazy.
Yes, we do. Yesterday we talked about Little Baby and the news about the him being linked to that shooting death.
Yep.
I have some more information for y'all. Y'all had some questions yesterday that I couldn't answer, but now I can. So we're gonna get into all of that stuff.
All right, we'll get to that next. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the mess.
Worldwide mess. On the Breakfast Club.
She's the culture shit.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
All right, y'all. So yesterday we talked about Little Baby, and you guys had a lot of questions in the room that I couldn't answer at the time because of what was given via the police press conference. So Fox 5 Atlanta has actually retrieved the arrest warrant. So remember I told you guys that yesterday in that press conference when they called out the rapper who they say they're going to make sure, has these consequences because of the part that this person played in what they're now calling this gang war that resulted in multiple deaths. And then there was this arrest warrant that had Dominique Jones's name in it, Dominique Jones's little baby. So that linked him to this conversation. So Fox 5 Atlanta went and retrieved the arrest warrant themselves, and they are now saying that after seeing this arrest warrant, they're able to specifically point to the other gang. Yesterday in that press conference, the police only named one gang, OMF, Only My Family, but according to this arrest warrant, 4PF, which is 4 Pockets Full, which we know at one time was Baby's label. It was a crew that he was running around with until he changed the name of the label back in 2024 to Glass Window Entertainment. It's also being named as the opposing gang in this like rivalry that the police are alleging is going down. So what they're saying is that the day that the 2 young men were killed, there was 2 vehicles that pulled up on the teens. 6 people hopped out of the car. Multiple shots were fired. The victims were struck multiple times. One person was shot in the head. One person was shot in the chest. Another person shot in the foot. And the backstory on this is that they're saying 4PF and OMF have been beefing for some time now. During the time of this beef, the video shoot that we talked about yesterday, the little baby's video shoot, went down. The video went down on OMF, which is the alleged opposing gang's territory during the time of all of this beef. So what they're saying is that not only are these 2 gangs already at it, there's a bunch of things happening, but during the time all of this is happening, they allege that little baby decided to go and shoot a video on gang rival turf, which made things even worse. At that video shoot, 3 people were actually shot, but all of them survived. Baby was not injured. And then ever since that time, there has been multiple homicides around the city that they're pointing back to the beef between these 2 rival gangs or alleged gangs. And they're saying that it basically went up, like it turned up even more after the video shoot. Now we talked about yesterday as well that there was one gang member who I guess is supposed to be like highly ranked in the OMF gang, which is the opposing alleged gang to 4PF. And this gang member is a person I told you guys made a phone call from behind bars. That phone was a contraband phone, so it was seized. And investigators say they uncovered extensive communication between this gang member and a bunch of other affiliates that they were planning, different targets and get back because of a shooting that happened and because of this video. Those communications identified their target as multiple different people, and one of the people is someone who has a very close relationship to little baby, and this person is supposed to be and alleged to be a 4PF gang member. Now diving deeper into this, they also say that there is an informant that they have been talking to, and this informant is basically mentioning that because of all these things that have been happening right now, you have on both sides, you have gang members that are basically angry on both sides. The 7 people that were arrested are people that police are alleging have been doing a lot of the shootings and the things that we have talked about. Now, when it comes to little baby specifically, the way that they are trying to pin him in this, he actually spoke out. He posted on Instagram yesterday and he said, basically, don't believe fake news. I'm more than good. But the way that police are trying to pin this based on this arrest warrant is that little baby is tied in because, number one, he was affiliated with this gang, and I guess some of this beef is supposed to be his as well too, and that some of the retaliation is supposed to be to protect him as well, because on these recordings and some of the informant conversations that they have, they literally pinpoint and say that at one point in time their plan was to get to little baby, especially at that video shoot, but he was too protected. So police are leaning in on him very heavily. Now he's speaking out and saying, yo, I'm good. That is not what these arrest warrants. I mean, I wouldn't say that is not. That is not what police are alleging on the other side of it. So I hope that cleared up a lot of the questions that we had yesterday.
Well, I didn't really have any questions yesterday. I just felt like there had to be more to the story, because connecting murders to someone because they shot a music video, even in a rival hood, seems like a reach to me.
Yeah, that's not against the law to shoot a music video. So these arrest warrants are for what? What are they arresting him for now? What is the reason? Because
I don't know.
Like a lot.
I can't answer the charge question, but there's a lot going on here, right? Like you're talking about homicides, you're talking about homicides. I'm sorry, you're talking about homicides. You're talking about
homicides. It's crazy.
Shut up.
That's crazy.
You're talking.
That's
You're talking about.
Though.
You're talking about almost.
Right,
be quiet. You're talking about to me, I'm hearing and it's shaping up to be what could even be like a RICO type of situation as well, because they're talking about gang and they're talking about rankings and gangs, and you know what I mean? Like it sounds like that's what they're leaning into, but I don't know charges. I reached out to a friend in Atlanta because I've been trying to get the the arrest warrant for us myself so that I could go through it and try and figure more of it out.
Right.
I done called everybody. I called the court yesterday.
We know you did.
Put PD, and they're telling me I can't get it over the phone. So I have a person today going to the court for us. So hopefully we can retrieve this so that I can try and figure out what that is. But I have been in contact to see when is charging going to happen. But if there's an arrest warrant, that means an arrest or him turning his stuff. Something's going to have to happen soon. So I've just been looking out for that. But I
do we even know if he has a warrant for real?
Well, yesterday,
okay,
no one I called yesterday told me that there was not one. I was specifically told that it cannot be given to me or over the phone, that it has to be retrieved in person. And if we do not have one, Fox 5 and what was the other outlet from the day before? Channel 2 Action News have this way wrong. But again, yesterday when I called around, no one said, hey, that doesn't even exist. They said, you cannot get over the phone. You have to request this and come and get this in person.
Yeah,
I will answer that question for you by Monday.
Yeah, I just feel it's very reckless and irresponsible for law enforcement to even put that or even speculate to put that on baby's name based off shooting a music video, even in a rival hood. That's all I was saying yesterday.
I said it just didn't sound right. But I guess we got to see if there's an arrest warrant. If there's not, because little baby said he good. Don't believe fake news, so that would make people assume that.
Well, you know what? One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get to it. So the plan today is I have a friend in Atlanta going to the court to try and request and receive this arrest warrant that they're reporting from. But again, yesterday I was not told that there wasn't one, but to answer that question, I can only go off what is being reported via Fox 5 and Channel 2 Action News. But little baby is saying it's fake news. Don't believe it. He is more than good.
Okay. Send your friend, and when your friend goes there, say, hey, I'm here to talk about a homicide.
Homicide.
See what he says.
Jesus.
Homicide is crazy in Atlanta. Like, it's like Pride Month every day. I know. You know I'm so inclusive. I probably just was trying to. I'm in LA. You just never. I had to ride through neighborhood to get through here, so I don't know.
That side of town is the homicide.
Oh my God! All right.
Not me reading and sounding it out all at the same time. Shoot. Oh, I do want to say too. What is it? Fox 5 Atlanta is saying too that when that hit happened with the 13-year-old boys, that they didn't know that they were teens. Like they didn't know who it was. They were assuming that it was just like the rival gang.
Horrible.
That does say this. That's what the informant is saying.
All right.
And that they were planning at one point to extort little baby for $5 million. Too. That's a part of this conversation as well.
I'll tell you one thing. If all of this turns out to be a bunch of nothing.
Oh, baby got
everybody,
a big.
little baby.
What?
And
that's what a lot of people were saying is like, but you know, they tried to talk around it. The police never said his name. A lot of the outlets did. The police have never. They didn't say his name. So
the police didn't. That's right. So just one last question. So who tried to extort little baby allegedly?
So allegedly, one of the opposing gang members, who's like higher ranking in the gang, he was telling his girlfriend on one of the recorded calls that he planned to he was seeking revenge on baby, like I mentioned earlier, and part of that was going to be to extort him for $5 million when he came home from prison. I don't know what the extortion would be, like what he was going to try and hang over his head, but that was what they recovered from these phones and the informant.
That's why I don't talk to niggas after 5 p.m. right here.
You're supposed to say that's why I'm a civilian and I don't deal in those
exactly. Charlamagne, what you talking about before 5?
But my point is, there's people always plotting on you.
Yes.
Don't have to be a crime. Yeah. Okay, it's just always people plotting on you when you are in a certain position.
All right, well, that is the mess. Thank you, Lauren LaRosa.
Welcome.
All right, when we come back, we got front page news, and then Omarion will be joining us. So don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa's here as well. And let's get in some front page news. Let's start off with some quick sports. This Saturday, 8 p.m., Javante Tank Davis is taking on Lamont Roach. All right, so definitely check it out. It's going to be happening at the Barclays Center.
I'll be watching that. What is that coming on? Amazon, right?
On Prime.
Yeah, Amazon Prime. Yep.
And also, salute to Steph Curry. I don't know if you've seen the game last night.
Yes, I did.
He dropped 56 points, 12 three-pointers. I think he had 11 in the fourth quarter. He went stupid last night.
Let me tell you something about Steph Curry, and I mean this sincerely. Greatest waffle-colored Negro to ever exist. There's never been a beige man before Steph Curry, and I don't think there'll be a beige man after Steph Curry, except for maybe his son Cannon, because he's set up for success. He gonna have to be a great shooter. Greatest beige man to ever exist, Steph Curry.
Yeah, he went stupid last night. But good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, MB and Charlamagne and Lauren. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So, as cases of measles are on the rise in the U.S., now the nation's top health official weighed in on Wednesday at the cabinet meeting on a growing measles outbreak that has now claimed the life of a child in Texas. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said officials are following the measles epidemic every day. However, he said the number of cases, hospitalizations, and even a death aren't necessarily cause for panic. Let's hear more from HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
We're watching it, and there are about 20 people hospitalized, mainly for quarantine. We're watching it. We put out a post on it yesterday, and we're going to continue to follow it. Incidentally, there have been 4 measles outbreaks this year. In this country last year, there were 16. So it's not unusual. We have measles outbreaks every year.
Just to clarify, the health officials have come out and say that you will not quarantine in a hospital. So that information that he said about quarantining in a hospital is wrong. But the death was confirmed in Texas, where an outbreak mainly among unvaccinated population. It was the first death attributed to the highly contagious disease in the U.S. since 2015. 7 other states have also reported measles cases so far this year, including, of course, Texas, as previously mentioned, Alaska, California, Georgia, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, and Rhode Island. So have you guys heard of anything or know anybody impacted where you are?
I thought somebody in Jersey passed away. That's what I thought. I mean, I'm getting the news from my mama because, you know, when my mom hears about these type of outbreaks, she calls me immediately. Did your kids get the measles shots? And my answer is, I don't know. Ask Gia. But yeah, it's scaring a lot of people in New Jersey right now.
Why we talk? Measles has been eliminated from the U.S. for a long time.
It's back.
Because we're dealing with a lot of people who are unvaccinated, and you know, there's a lot of mistrust amongst the Black community about vaccinations. This particular incident with the measles is impacting a lot of the Hispanic population, and of course, anybody who's vulnerable, like children and those and elderly people, stand to be impacted. So
I guess what I'm asking: when did people start getting scared of measles vaccinations? Like, when did this happen?
I thought you had to have it to go to school. That's what I was.
That's what I'm saying. When did this happen? I missed the memo of when people started being afraid of measles vaccinations. It's been contained in America for so long. Like, when did people,
I don't know,
stop thinking they were safe?
Is it the Tuskegee experiment?
Let me just be clear what I'm saying. Measles has been eliminated from the U.S. for a long time, even though we know outbreaks can still occur, and they've been eliminated because of a highly effective measles vaccination program. I'm just saying, when did people all of a sudden start, you know, thinking the measles vaccines weren't safe?
Who's to say that they're scared of the vaccine? Is just the fact that they just don't want to be vaccinated, or people are worried about what vaccinations can do to them or the impacts of vaccination.
Like Charlotte said,
I guess he's saying it's been happening, right?
Yeah, but I thought you had to be vaccinated. Certain vaccinations you had to have to go to school, and I thought measles was one of them. I could be wrong, but I thought that was one of them to go to school for kids.
Yeah, but then you have people who, you know, opt out or they have exemptions for reasons. So, I mean, I don't have all the answers, but you know.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's switch gears. Al Sharpton's DEI boycott plan has come out. The 24-hour blackout on Friday, February 28th from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. He's saying that this is the first step to counter an attack on DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And so we should not shop at Amazon, Walmart, and McDonald's. Do not make purchases. Do not shop online in the store. No Amazon, no Walmart, no Best Buy, no McDonald's, no gas, no major retailers. Do not use credit or debit cards for non-essential spending. Do you guys think this will work? It's just one day. What are your thoughts?
I was just about to ask you guys, what does one day, like, how does that impact long term?
So this note, he says, corporations and banks only care about their bottom line. Disrupting the economy for even one day sends a powerful message.
I have no idea. You know, whatever people feel like they need to do in order to, you know, have their voice heard or, you know, disrupt the system or protest, do your thing. Like, I'm not knocking nobody for whatever it is they choose to do, whether you choose to boycott or whether you choose to boycott, whatever you choose to do, you know, do your thing.
It doesn't sound like you would participate. So it doesn't, I don't
think I'm participating, but I'm not in the way of anybody that chooses to do it.
Okay. And that's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network or download the free iHeartRadio app. And visit us at BINnews.com. Have a great weekend, y'all.
All right. Now, when we come back, thank you, Morgan. Omarion will be joining us. He's on the Millennium Tour 2025, and we're going to talk to him next. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
Omarion.
Hey.
Welcome back.
The good brother O.
Hey.
What was the routine this morning, man? What did you do? Did you wake up, pray, meditation? What was it?
Little moment to myself. You know what I'm saying? Shower up, get fresh, say my affirmations, put on my oud. I'm here.
What was your intention for the day?
To just have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Not put too much on it. You know what I'm saying?
You are known as the Zen King. Like, yo, how do you stay so tranquil, like so zenful through everything? Like, you don't let nothing bother you, yo. I done came at you so many times. So many people like, yo, you let this man.
He said, yeah.
Lets nothing get to him. I'm trying to get to that.
I'm intentional.
Yeah.
And also, I don't take things personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The wild thing is, Omarion, I just looked it up. Omarion is 40 years old.
Crazy.
Yes.
We've been seeing him grow up. He's still, I don't know if he's still.
Like, damn, Omarion 40, I ain't think.
Yeah.
You still got baby hair.
He's
40?
Yes.
That's a blessing.
It is.
Absolutely.
So people still look at you as a young, I can't say teen, but a young 20-year-old, because that's what you look like.
Yeah, well, I mean, it does confuse people sometimes. But I think I made it to Unk status at this point in time.
Yeah.
You ain't Unk yet.
Not with baby hair.
Some YNs be like Unk. You know, like,
Yeah, you can't be Unk with baby hair, Omarion.
Nah.
No.
The Millennium Tour is back.
Yes. I'm super excited about it. We play the Barclays on the 21st. So if you ain't got your ticket, definitely pop out. It's a moment. It's a moment.
What keeps you doing all this after all the years? Like, what keeps you doing this?
He's still doing flips and dancing.
Like,
what? You twist your ankle, it's going to take a long time to heal.
Right. No, actually, I have a routine of making sure that I, stay energized. I'm a performer, so it's important that I take care of my body. But the Millennium Tour, is a series concert that has brought nostalgic literally back on the planet. My era and my time. I'm so happy to been a part of it because, it brings you back to a memory and creates a new memory at the same time. So I'm excited. Yeah, we keeping it going. We keeping that energy going.
Yeah.
Can I ask you what 40 felt like? I remember how I felt when I turned 40.
Yeah.
Where were you? What were you doing? How did it feel? Because to me, it felt like I really entered a new dimension when I turned 40.
Yeah, so I usually don't do anything for myself. And shout out to Janine, who helped me put together my birthday party. But I had a birthday party in Malibu. And it was such an amazing gathering. All of my friends came out, my family. So I did something for myself, which was throw a party. It was a lot of beautiful people in the building. So that's what I did for my birthday.
Did you feel like yourself going into a different level of consciousness?
For sure. A different level of maturity, a certain level of expectation for myself, the things that I'm creating now. Why am I still doing it? I definitely feel like I've arrived because, I'm one of the few entertainers that has grown up in the public eye. So growing up has, been a challenge at sometimes in my career, you know what I mean? So I finally feel like I've arrived to that place where, I can have a say so, and people understand it and respect it. So.
Now, how do y'all figure out who closes the Millennium Tour? Like, who closes that show? You got so many artists on there.
Right.
And you're one of the originators on that tour. So who closes the Millennium Tour?
Well, it is a co-headline, myself, Trey, and Bao. So it's kind of meant to be like a festival vibe. Any real performing artist will tell you sometimes it's not best to close the show because, the energy is drained. You kind of want to go maybe second before, the last. So for me, I don't really trip off of that. But yeah, that's how we decide between us and the promoters.
So how do you headline? So is it like you do two, then you jump and do two,
yeah,
then Trey jumps in and do two, and then
exactly. Maybe Trey will close, and then me and Bao will swap in between. Him going last before Trey, or me be going last before Trey. Okay. So yeah.
So I know before the Millennium Tour, it was B2K. Why not B2K this run?
Well, this one was kind of more so framed for this class.
Gotcha.
All the if you look at the who's on there now, it's a lot of non-millennium artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's so cool that Boosie's gonna be on there. You know what I mean? Yeah, Plies. I think we're gonna get some special guests as well.
Yeah,
so,
Bobby V, Pleasure P.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
The whole vibe. So it's kind of, I would say, a little bit different than, you know, like the previous years. So yeah, that's how. That's
so
how
are
it's
we
happening.
getting all the O? Like the
Yeah, we
that
getting the
whole album was
classics.
no skip.
We
for
getting
me.
the classics.
So we getting that.
Yeah,
okay.
we getting the classics. It's actually my 20th year anniversary of being a solo artist.
Damn. Got you.
Yeah.
Are we getting that old?
That's time is flying. Time is flying. Yeah, so yeah, we getting the classics, and also I'll be introducing some new music. You know what I mean? I got some new music, some new slaps I'm gonna be performing as well. So
You said something that was interesting. You said growing up for you was a challenge. Why was growing up a challenge? Did you mean personally or professionally? Like,
both, all. Just because, you know, when you're young and people see you're young and you don't change much, you know what I mean? Like physically.
Yeah.
You know, because I take care of myself. You know, people tend to just, you know, put you where they thought that you were. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's been a challenge in that way. And then also in business, you know, just really being able to like have a say so and then not just be like, okay, well, you're a kid. You know what I mean? Any child stars will tell you, you know, having a foot in control in their business is a struggle when you start young.
When did that change? Like, when did people start saying, okay, this is Omarion the grown man, not the kid from B2K?
I think once I really started taking full responsibility for my independence, you know, trying different things. I think that, you know, when you're in the industry for a long time, it is peaks and valleys. You know, you're not going to have 10 hot moments. You know what I'm saying? You might have a down moment. You might have a transitional moment. I think that it's okay, you know, when you're finding your way. And I feel like after my last like couple of projects, you know, just supporting myself, being independent, like I started to feel like, okay, now I have control of my career. Oh, I want to put this out. Okay, maybe I should put it out this way. You know, maybe I should do things differently. You know, I grew into that. So I'm like very proud of that. You know, because a lot of artists don't get the chance to do that.
That's true. And nobody talks about that, right? Like, nobody talks about when you're red hot and then there's an icebox where your career used to be. You know what I mean? Like seriously. Like, I mean, I don't feel like you've ever been through that because you were always on the road.
Yeah, and I've been gifted, you know, with the talent to be able to do many things. Like 2 years ago, I believe the last time we spoke, you know, I was promoting my book. So there's always something for me to do. Something new that I just did that's really exciting is a show called The Wild Rose with All Black. So I'm going to be, you know, hitting your TVs in 2026. I play an assassin, so it's something different.
Oh, first of all.
Yeah, I'm doing fighting scenes. I'm socking and popping.
Wow.
So you will be seeing me in
the
a whole
Zen King is now an assassin.
I mean, you know, I'm acting.
Exactly.
Right.
But, you know,
Right.
the real true measure of an actor is to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? So get to show a different side of myself. I'm excited about that.
I feel like that's a natural transition for all you flexible guys. Like, seriously, like you, Chris Brown, like y'all should be doing action movies.
Yeah. Whooping ass.
All right, we got more with Omarion when we come back. It's a Friday. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Omarion's in the building. Now, what's your thoughts on R&B music now? Growing up, there was always R&B groups, right?
Yeah.
Whether it was White or Black, whether it's New Edition or Pretty Ricky or B2K or whoever it may be, Boys to Men. You don't see that now.
Yeah.
Why is that, and why do you think that is? And what's your thoughts on R&B music today?
I think that R&B music is an ever evolving, changing, you know, just like all genres of music. You know, country coming back, I feel like it goes through a type of evolution. I think R&B is definitely rearing its head back in the sentimental and expressive way that we talk about our emotions. You know, that's why I loved R&B. I loved R&B because, you know, there was this sentiment that, you know, if it was your icebox, you know, representing your heart, these metaphors that kind of allow men to express themselves. So I feel like it's in a dope state. Like one of my favorite songs out right now is Mutt by Leon Thomas. Yeah. So it's like when people like him and, you know, some other new artists that, you know, have really put the time in to express their emotion. I feel like it's going back.
I was talking specifically groups.
Oh, okay, groups.
You don't see that anymore. Do you think people don't want to put the time and energy and effort into it anymore? They want a quick turnaround?
I think that's a factor, and I also feel like I don't know if there's. I haven't seen a lot of people band together outside of like hip hop and gangs. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. I'm pretty sure there's some out there, but not at the forefront yet. And I feel like that time, you know, maybe within a year or two, we'll probably see some really dope groups. But it's just like I think everybody also too have the expectation that at some point in time they'll break up. You know, so I think that there is a brotherhood, a type of brotherhood you have to kind of display.
And also, you know, when Jagged Edge was here, they were talking about people don't sing to the vagina anymore.
Yeah.
Like they don't ask, they don't
That's facts.
beg. Why are you looking at me like that?
Cause you talking. This guy crazy, yo. This is what you mean.
They don't ask, they don't beg anymore.
Yeah, the vagina has changed.
Has it?
You can get them made now. You gotta make sure they're not genetically modified.
Yeah, the vagina has changed.
The vagina was the same. What do you mean it's changed?
Changed. Definitely changed.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, there's this thing called soft girl era, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it's just, I feel like it's so materialistic, you know what I mean? Like in order to really swoon a woman, you have to really find a particular type and you have to appeal to her, you know, differently than you maybe had to appeal to her, generally speaking, back in the day. You know what I mean? So I would say it's different, you know, how you can wake up those senses. It depends on the woman, you know what I mean? Because some women will not be turned on by a nice guy, you know what I mean? Some women get turned on by ass and people who are disrespectful and call them out their names. Some women are really just into that, you know what I mean? Some women, you know, vagina only get with money, you know what I mean? It's a little bit different and you have to be more specific if you really want to entice a woman, you know what I mean? Lyrically.
Doesn't that require us to vibrate high though? And what I mean by that
Facts.
is like, if a woman is only used to eating fast food, but you know, she out the country and she eat a real fruit, and you're like, damn, I didn't know
mango in Jamaica.
Ooh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't that require us to vibrate higher?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. That's the tip I'm on. You know what I mean? Outside of being mature and having my experiences, you know, really just being able to have a good conversation, you know, an in-depth conversation. Somebody asked me the other day, like, what are some of the questions that I ask on, you know, a first gathering? I don't call them dates. You know what I mean?
Gathering?
First gathering?
Yeah, gathering.
Okay, why do you call it a first gathering?
Because I think a date carries a certain level of expectation, you know, whether that be a place or whether that be a price budget. You know what I mean? I think a gathering kind of keeps it on a very just non-assuming, low-level expectation. And really, when you're getting to know somebody, you don't need much. You know, you just need conversation and great questions. You know what I'm saying? And nice ambiance. So, yeah, for my first gatherings, you know, I ask very serious questions. You know, like, you know, what is your purpose in life? You know what I mean?
What is your intention with this? I'm sorry. Damn,
you just going to jump straight out.
What you gonna do to it, baby?
That's not a gathering.
That's a great question. Do you know what you're doing, baby? Do you have enough experience? But yeah, questions like that.
But I think you set the tone because they see you, so they see you on Instagram, they see how you've grown and evolved, they see what you on, so they feel like they got to be there too, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely have my own personal challenges as well because, again, you know, we are a vibration of people, you know what I mean? So sometimes things can look good on the outside, but then once you really get into it, you like, oh, there's some things you have to fix that I can't help you with. My timeline is like 2 years. I give myself 2 years with a person to really figure out if I'm, you know, going to continue with them. You know what I mean? I got to see their family. I got to see their best friends. And we actually have to go through something to see if you can be in my life. Fasting is a part of, you know, being with me too.
Now, you know, I got to ask you this. I seen a TikTok go viral where Raven Symone had said she was pregnant by you a long time ago, like in the younger days. When the hell that happened?
So this is, you know, the internet is a wild place.
Absolutely.
So if you look at the regular interview that they did, someone edited it, and they had her saying that because what happened was she was saying on set that, you know, they have this certain level of expectation, and people thought that she was pregnant with my child
while she was with K Young. Okay,
yes.
so they cut it.
Yes,
I got you.
Yeah, so she didn't actually say that.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't say we.
But were you ever messing around for somebody that was all speculation and everything like that?
I never been in a room butt naked with her. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
okay.
yeah, but we did live in the same apartment complex when we were younger. There was this complex back in the day. All of the entertainer kids stayed there. So
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It was like a complex with all like.
Yeah, I mean everybody that was making money.
Really?
Yeah, everybody lived there. 3LW lived there. Raven Symone, a bunch of actors. Yeah, just a whole bunch of people. It was in Studio City.
That feels like a TV show.
Yeah, I was ready to say that's what's up.
Before the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fun going to the gym and seeing whoever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, you working out today.
Now, what time you was applying a little bit of pressure on Nia Long?
Can't blame me for that, my brother.
Yeah.
Can't blame me
just
for
a
that
little.
one. I saw her this weekend. Well, I didn't see her in person, but I saw her on Instagram at Floyd Mayweather party. Oh
she's
my
beautiful.
God. Oh,
she's beautiful. I would love to work with her. I would.
I'd love to teach you how to dance.
I would love to work with her.
Have you ever really shot your shot?
No. Actually, after that moment, we were at like a party and she was occupied. So yeah, no, I didn't get the chance to look at her in her eye. We're both Scorpio, so I'm not sure what the energy would be like, but yeah, she's
once y'all catch that eye contact.
Yeah, no, she's a beautiful woman. And then, you know, also I don't know how young her son is, but yeah, I don't know how young she goes. I don't know how exciting she wants her life to be.
That's
you know
Nia Long, you know. She's
still shooting that shot.
You know?
I don't know how exciting she wants her life to be right now.
Like 55, maybe 51.
I don't think she that.
I don't know who Nia Long is.
I gotta go look it up.
Yeah.
Now I gotta look it up.
But yeah, you know, I'm not afraid to learn. So.
What is your?
You got so
I'm
many
not
lines.
afraid.
You got lines for every age bracket.
She 54, but yeah,
54. That's not even old. Yeah.
They ain't too old for you. 54.
Nah.
Not when it's Nia Long.
Not when it's Nia Long.
Because I know some other 54s that
that you be
oh,
like,
Jesus.
Yeah, I said my age cutoff would be like 47. You know what I mean? But a young 50, a young 55, yeah, I would definitely, you know what I mean, have a gathering or two.
They all killing the young girls, by the way.
Facts.
The Nia Long, the Sanaa Lathan,
Yes.
the Angela Bassett's of the world. They killing the young girls.
That's facts. That's facts. I would love to, you know, get into their mental state.
All right, we got more with Omarion. When we come back, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Omarion. Jess?
What is your relationship now with B2K?
I always will honor, you know, my group, my foundation, and you know, where I come from. As far as personally, you know, we don't really have a relationship.
But none of them.
Not really. You know, I will say that Boog did come to one of my shows and we chopped it up. You know, so there'll always be a type of love there. You know, we grew up together and, you know, we did something in all of our lives that no one in our lives did. You know what I mean? So I think that there's always an honor system there. You know, not to speak negatively ever and to just be like, yeah, you know, that was that.
Did you guys know each other before the group started, or you guys were brought together as the group?
We were brought together as the group. Yeah. The first time I met them, it was at a New Year's Eve party, and they performed, and I performed, and it was like, you want to be the lead singer? And I was like, yeah.
Dope.
So yeah. Yeah.
And what about you and Marcus Houston? Are y'all close? Or
No.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
I don't know why we thought y'all was real brothers. That was always the real.
You know, that was our thing. That was our thing back then. You know what I mean? Anybody that was a part of the camp was fam. You know, that's like, oh, that's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no real blood tie.
You were one of the few people who probably experienced real celebrity. Right? Because I don't feel like there's real celebrity no more. Like, everybody
That's true.
can be a celebrity now.
That's true.
Like, y'all had to, like, run from crowds.
That's
and, you know, be ducked off in disguise. Like,
Yeah.
How did that feel? And was it hard when you weren't feeling it anymore?
You know, it was amazing to, you know, look back on it. There was some times where, you know, I think Boog got hurt. He got lifted up into a crowd. It was like dangerous, you know what I mean? Because 5 little strong girls is stronger than the biggest man, you know what I mean? But looking back on that time and having it, you know, be a part of my experience as far as the organic, you know, energy, between you and your fans was amazing. And when it changed not just for me, for everyone. You know, I think you still have a little bit of fandom still today, but it's viewed different. It's almost like, are you okay? Why are you screaming? Are you okay? You know, I still receive that love. You know, no matter where I'm at on the planet, people still come up to me and be like, wow, my childhood, can I take a picture with you? So I always appreciate, you know, the influence that I've had on people's life experience through music, through movies, through. So yeah, I don't feel no way about it. You know, I definitely feel like, you know, a sort of an elder on the scene. You know what I mean? That has had all the experiences. So
it's just different when you were a child star.
That's what I'm saying.
That I guess that kid fan base. You know what I mean? Like they act different. Than everybody else.
Period.
Yeah.
And those fans are still with me to today. I'm so thankful for those fans that stuck with me, because we're able to put on the Millennium Tour. We're able to, you know, bring that nostalgia back on the planet. Which, by the way, before the Millennium Tour, you know, that wasn't the show. That wasn't the, you know, the set list for, you know, all of these productions. You know what I mean? To have a little bit of nostalgia in your production, it, you know, is a great thing.
What was the craziest story that you remember as a child and fans going crazy?
A girl being in our room before we got there. You know, the security would have to like check the room. I always thought that was weird because, you know, nobody's supposed to be in there.
Room? How would they?
Girl sitting in there crouching down. As soon as we walk in, we like, oh, yeah.
So it was a green room or like a?
It was a green room, and then on my personal room, we like one of the workers just let themselves in, and I was like half asleep, and I woke up like, what are you doing?
It was a girl.
She was trying to gather,
and she was like, hey. She was trying to gather you. I'm like, while I'm asleep? No, what are you doing? No, you gotta go.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah. So that was when it was like a little scary.
That's when you was a kid?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Did you find that your fans grew with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them still, you know, still pop up to the shows and come to the meet and greets and everything. So yeah. Yeah, girls I grew up with from New York City, they know who they are. You know what I mean? Still come to my shows. They got kids. Got work, all kind of stuff. So
you ever bring any of the kids and they got baby hairs and, you know, long?
Yeah, I say what's up to their kids. Yeah. Kids named after me. Yeah,
named after you.
Yeah, kids named after me and everything. Like, yeah, it's a few kids out there named after Omarion.
But do they look like Omarion?
No.
Could they be Omarion's kids for real?
Oh no.
Are they dancing at the ghost at the meet and greets? That's what you're asking?
Yeah. Yeah, nah.
Okay.
No, I haven't met any of those yet, but I'm pretty sure that I've, you know, inspired some kids out there.
What about Bow Wow? You think you and Bow Wow ever do a joint album again?
I'm not sure. I feel like if I'm gonna do, you know, any collaboration, whether it be rapper, singer, I feel like they have to have like current music out. You know what I'm saying? Music that and you know, current music of the last maybe 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if I'm gonna do a collaborative, it's gonna be like, okay, new music, we working on new vibes.
Why is that? Just because you feel like, you know, if you made music in the last 3 years, you actually care, you're active? Or
Yeah, you're active.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you know what's, you know, as far as producers, you know what I mean? Like what does that look like? And also I feel like you have a better shot at putting something out, you know, like visuals. I think that today's artists, like there's so many things that you have to do in order to, you know, really be visible. You know what I mean? So I would want someone that's not just, you know, visible, you know, on social media, but like in the music too.
I feel like you and Leon will cook up together.
Oh yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope.
Have you ever reached out to Leon? Do anything?
No, not yet. But we've crossed paths.
Word.
Yeah, we crossed paths. I love to see what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, he's actually a child star too. You know, he's someone that started very young. So to see where he's at today is just, it's awesome. I feel like that's, you know, it's very rare to see a lot of child stars continue on and continue to transform, and that's what I've always loved about music is you don't have to stop, or you don't have to essentially get old. You know, you can pick up a flute. You know, you can pick up an instrument, you can write, you can direct. You know, it's so much to do in our business.
What's the one thing you wish you knew when you first started your career? What 40-year-old Omarion, what would he tell 16-year-old Omarion?
I think about life insurance policies, you know, trust, you know, just certain things that, you know, if you wanted to take a break, you could. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I feel like finances. I wish I would have, been given that game earlier on. I felt like, maybe I would move differently, if I had that. But, everything is for a reason. So
yeah.
Definitely check them out on tour, Millennium Tour 2025.
Yeah.
They're gonna be in New York. What's the date?
We at the Barclays, March 21st. Y'all pop out.
No, March 17th.
Oh, it's March 17th?
That's what it says here. I don't know. Maybe
listen,
changed.
for my city, because I know Baltimore will come out March 16th. He's at the CFG Bank Arena. And then Barclays is the next day, March 17th.
Thank y'all so much.
And just so I know, we seen Drake beat you in the dance battle, too.
Drake?
Yeah. Him and Drake had a dance battle, and Drake killed him.
I don't believe that. I didn't even see that, but I know that didn't happen.
Destroyed him.
Where?
I don't believe that.
At his birthday party.
Oh, he was at the birthday party.
Drake
I was keeping it light.
Yeah. Light skin, we up one.
I don't believe that happened. It was your birthday party?
No, it was his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, well, it is. It's the Breakfast Club of Omarion.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get straight to the mess.
Worldwide Mess. On the Breakfast Club.
She's the coach of shit.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
All right, y'all. So last hour we talked about Baby, and I gave y'all some more details, but I did want to mention Drew Finland, who is Baby's attorney, did send me a statement on this. He did not address the arrest warrant, but he says the part of the press conference on Wednesday by the Atlanta Police Department that made an obvious reference to Dominique Jones was completely and total nonsense. To say that he couldn't shoot a music video in his hometown, a place that he loves and has continued to uplift, is disgraceful. Even more, the location for a major music video shoot is a decision made by a professional team. It is not a decision made by any individual. Bringing his name into a conversation regarding a terrible crime for which he had absolutely no involvement in is unprofessional, unethical, and shameful. Dominique is devastated about the situation because those children came from the same neighborhood he did, and he will continue to build up his community in any way he can.
I'm not even a lawyer, and my dumb ass know that.
Yes,
that's why I said
absolutely.
It just felt like a reach to connect him to something like that over shooting a music video.
Right.
Even if it is in a rivalhood. I don't even know what that means, but even if it is in a so-called rivalhood.
Well, we will continue to follow it, but I did want to get that in because Mr. Finland sent that over for us because he saw our report yesterday. But moving on, so we had Jim Jones on the show, and Jim Jones talked about a lot of stuff. It was a great interview, but he talked about a potential versus with 50 Cent, and 50 Cent has responded. Let's take a listen to what Jim Jones said first.
It has platinum records, gold records, #1 records. It's not too many in New York.
I got more solo records than most of them that really hit. Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
You dig? Like I got a lot of gold singles and I got some action with me. You dig? It's gonna be hard for a lot of people from New York to win with Capo. And I got freestyles I could do all. In New York City, it's gonna be hard. I would say that for anybody.
It sounds like he want to do one with 50 Cent. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like Jim.
Nah, I don't want to do nothing with that sucker. You heard? Leave him out the conversation.
You did that on purpose.
No, I didn't.
He did. Don't start.
Because he said a rapper. He said New York, and that's the only one that has a catalog.
I low-key was thinking it, I just didn't want to say it. Yeah, so after that, I knew.
And they chopped it up because I said Fabulous first. I said Fab first, and then I said 50, but
the people are reacting most to the 50 Cent because we know the obvious issue with Jim and 50. 50 Cent responded, and he said, he posted the clip of the interview. And his caption says he has the emoji eyes. Delusional Jomo only got one song, Ballin', written by Max B. Better shut up before I have true life chasing you around the city again. Then he said, effing punk. So I don't know if that sounds like he wants to do the verses or not, but basically you done started some trouble.
50 was clear, I think, before where he said he didn't want to do the verses, right? He said he wasn't doing verses. He said it wasn't beneficial to him.
Yeah, I mean, but I think anybody would tune in. I would tune in for that one.
Nah,
I think it would be a great verse.
Jim Judge, 50 got way too much commercial smashes. For Jim, it's people like Styles P.
Fabulous.
I think Fab got too many commercial smashes too. Like Jim makes a lot of great
Jadakiss.
hip hop. Jadakiss got too many commercial smashes too.
But they got a lot of street records too.
Dang, you don't got no faith in Jim.
I think Jim and Styles would be fantastic. Two street artists who make that type of street music. I think they would be good in a versus.
Well, we won't get. I mean, we might get to see the other ones. We ain't going to get to see 50, but maybe something will come of this because that clip is going crazy online, as well as a few others.
And I don't want to see two cancers on stage.
You don't want to
50
see
in
that.
gym. Like, there's no telling
But
where
he
that could
says
go.
a cancer too?
Yeah, there's no telling where that could go. Yeah, he's a cancer too.
Oh,
there's
my
no telling where
God.
that could go. I don't want to
Makes
see
sense.
that.
We know where it would go, and we don't want to see that, especially on television.
I don't want to see that.
Well, in other news, Stefan Diggs, we've been talking about him a lot lately, but this is a different type of story involving him and a young woman. So he is suing one of his exes, a woman named Mulan Hernandez. So he just filed a lawsuit against her. He's accusing her of assaulting him and threatening to torpedo his career and attempting to extort him for millions of dollars. So he says in documents that he filed this week that he had a casual relationship with her for a few months. And one day she showed up at his apartment around 6 a.m. back in June of 2024 after she was out partying. And allegedly she began to aggressively berate him. He stated that she entered his gaming room and ignored his instructions when he told her to leave. And despite his attempts to defuse the situation, she continued to go off on him. Eventually, he says that she shifted her focus to his possessions. So she destroyed one of his PCs, $130K watch, and even tossed his phone in the toilet. She was really upset. Ooh. Then Diggs says that she allegedly punched him in the chest several times and said, "You won't be playing this year," which he took as a threat to his pro career. He eventually left the home after she refused to leave. And he says that he proceeded to distance himself from her following the incident. And after several attempts to she tried to connect with him but couldn't. She tried to resort to extortion. And she tried to do this using one of her homegirls. And this is, I guess, a homegirl that was also present during the altercation. Now, he says that she visited a hospital initially that evening for nausea and vomiting after falling due to a wet floor in the kitchen. But then on June 14th, she went to a different provider and she claimed she had she said she had similar symptoms after being punched in the back of the head with a closed fist. Diggs says that he has never put his hands on her and says that any physical contact that did happen was out of self-defense. He also says that he had no contact with her leading up to the second doctor's visit that she's claiming that she was physically assaulted. And he's also claiming that she's tried to extort him for millions, and he's hoping that this lawsuit is going to put an end to it. So I thought that this lawsuit was interesting because normally with athletes, it's the other way around. So I thought that this was an interesting lawsuit because it's him basically trying to protect himself in this and trying to, I guess, quiet the noise so she can kind of back up off him. He's suing both women actually for trespassing, intentional infliction of emotional distress, assisting or encouraging, aiding and abetting of conspiracy. And he's also suing Hernandez for assault and conversion. He's seeking relief of over $250,000, but no more than $1 million. So he is saying do not play with him.
Get your money, King. Protect yourself at all times. That's the name of the game.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, listen. This is all alleged, but if this is what he got to do, I'm not mad about it. Anybody should protect themselves in a situation like this. Now, lastly...
Nope, we don't have time for a last one.
Oh.
That's it.
Dang. It was some more trouble that y'all done started up here. But
well, that's the mess.
we'll
Thank you, Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Man, we need Marjorie Taylor Greene to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with her, please.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
This is a miracle.
There is no question that there are problems in this country between police and community.
Yes, you are a donkey.
The latest on that police killing of a black man.
Now to new developments in the deadly spa shooting rampage.
This is a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
And so we are in a state of emergency.
Okay, white supremacist violence is and always has been the number one threat to our society.
But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Donkey of the day for Friday, February 28th, the last day of Black History Month, right? Goes to Marjorie Taylor Greene because Marjorie said during a House Oversight and Government Reform Committee that federal workers don't deserve their paychecks. You can't make this kind of stuff up. Let's listen.
You can protest all you want outside of departments of this government. You can protest all you want, but the American people disagree with you. You're protecting the bureaucracy. The bureaucracy is not a business. Those are not real jobs producing federal revenue. By the way, they're consuming taxpayer dollars. Those jobs are paid for by the American tax people who work real jobs, earn real income, pay federal taxes, and then pay these federal employees. Federal employees do not deserve their jobs. Federal employees do not deserve their paychecks. And these are jobs that can be fired at will. You can protest all you want outside.
I'm so confused. Federal workers are not real jobs and don't deserve their paychecks. I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary. I tell y'all this all the time. But last time I checked, federal workers play critical roles in maintaining government functions, public safety, national security. What do you mean when you say federal jobs aren't real jobs? You got to be specific, because are you trying to say military personnel isn't a real job? I can't think of a realer job than protecting national security. Intelligence officers, the CIA, the NSA, FBI, FEMA workers, air traffic controllers, TSA agents. Listen, I'm medium retarded. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. Not only do I believe those are real jobs, not only do I believe those people deserve their paychecks, I believe they don't get paid enough. FDA inspectors, VA doctors and nurses, postal workers. What are we talking about here, Marjorie Taylor Greene? What would we do as a society without some of these federal workers? I really want to salute all the federal workers out there, dropping the clues bombs for all the federal workers. You know why? Because federal workers are humans. And humans deserve to have jobs to make money. Humans deserve to be able to pay their bills. Humans deserve to be able to pay their rent, their mortgages. Humans deserve to live. And when you have a job, okay, you are able to provide for yourself and provide for your family. And when you don't have that, the stress and the anxiety and the depression and the anger and the rage that comes from being unemployed, I don't wish that on anyone. Okay, I told y'all I was in Maryland a couple of weekends ago for my daughter's cheerleading competition, and it was folks coming up to me telling me how they either lost their job or were about to lose their job. Okay, I remember one brother from the FDA, he was white. Okay, and his wife was black, and he said he didn't know if he was about to lose his job and his wife may lose her job because of the attack on DEI. So there's a real fear and pain that is happening in this country from federal workers, all because Elon Musk and Doge don't know what they're doing. Okay, for some reason we learn nothing from history in this country. Okay, Doge, they know what they want to do, but they don't know what they're doing. And let the record show, I am all for reinventing government. Let me say that again. I am all for reinventing government and cutting waste and improving performance in federal agencies, but there is a constitutionally correct, lawful way to do it, and President Bill Clinton showed us the way from 1993 to the year 2000. Okay, it was called the National Partnership for Reinventing Government, and they aimed to make the federal government more efficient, more effective, and more responsive. And guess what? It worked. Okay, America had a surplus of money during the Clinton era. Go do your Googles. It's right there for us to learn from. And one of the main reasons it worked is because President Clinton and Vice President Al Gore worked with federal workers, the same people Marjorie Taylor Greene just told us don't have real jobs and don't deserve their paychecks. They worked with these federal workers, and they encouraged frontline federal employees and managers to identify problems and suggest solutions. They didn't just dismiss them the way Elon Musk is and the way Marjorie Taylor Greene just did. What do you mean federal workers don't deserve their paychecks? That's a broad generalization. Okay, some federal workers don't deserve their paychecks, but that's why you get authorized bipartisan congressional legislation. You work slowly over several years to identify inefficiencies. You involve federal workers in re-envisioning their jobs. So when you cut fat and not muscle. The blueprint to do this correctly and legally is right there. Bill Clinton showed us the way, but Marjorie Taylor Greene would rather attack the victims of the incompetence instead of attacking the incompetence of Elon Musk and Doge. Marjorie Taylor Greene has clearly shown she doesn't care about her constituents who work in the federal government. So why do her constituents care about her? I have an idea to make government more efficient, and we can reduce waste in Congress by simply not voting for people like her. Please let Chelsea Handler give Marjorie Taylor Greene the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. That is way too much Dan mayonnaise.
All right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay? That's what the YouTube comments are for. Because I am medium retarded.
Medium? You're not supposed to use that word.
Medium, right? I know. I am largely retarded.
You well done.
Are the average retarded age for a person in America?
God.
Huh? What do you think?
No, you're above average.
Okay.
When it comes to that. Mm-hmm. Like short bus type.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, TikTok took us off because he said that word. Yeah. All right.
Chinese spyware anyway.
All right. TikTok took us right off as soon as you said that. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. All right. When we come back, Fridayy will be joining us. R&B singer Fridayy. You know Fridayy from God. It's God did, right? God did.
What you about to say? God damn. God damn.
I wish you would have just continued so we would have knew what you was going to say. You would be saying some stuff.
I was going to say that, but... All right. We'll be back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. His album is out right now, ladies and gentlemen. We have Fridayy here. Welcome, brother.
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
You getting some money Friday.
Yes. Yeah,
I can tell when the got some money now.
It's a little different from last time. Yeah,
but you staying consistent though, y'all.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you gotta stay consistent.
Mm-hmm. How you feeling though, brother?
I feel amazing, man. You feel me? It's been 18 months since I dropped my last project, so the fans been waiting on this. So I feel good. I ain't gonna lie.
What's changed over the last 18 months for you? Personally and professionally?
Yeah, I'll go personally. Just coming in the industry. Last time it was like my first foot in. Mm-hmm. Now it's like I'm experiencing everything all at once. You know what I'm saying? Like the highs and the lows, just everything that come with the fame. It's been like a tricky past year, you know, especially losing my dad. Lost my dad last year, just at the highest point of my life while I was on tour, selling out shows. I got the call, I lost my dad. So just balancing that and working on the album for sure.
You was in Europe when you got that call, right?
Yeah, it messed me up bad. Like, I get chills just talking about it because I wasn't there when he died. Mm-hmm. I just could see him going, you feel me? His eyes open. I couldn't even talk to him, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like bring real trauma. Like, I cry every time, like, I could think about it.
They put you on FaceTime with him or something?
Yeah, it was just, my mom put me on FaceTime. It was like, your dad gone. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, let me see. And I looked at his face, his soul was out of his body. I'm like, there's nothing I could do though, you feel me? I'm 12 hours away, so it hit me every time I think about it.
And that's for the record, I guess, with Meek Mill, proud of me because y'all both lost your dad, and that's what y'all talking about in that song.
Yeah, for sure.
You reached out to Meek for that, or how did that song come about?
Yeah, I was at actually in New York. My album was already turned in, so I pulled up on Meek at the concert, just chopped it up. Meek showed me love. He was one of the few artists that brought me out to my first show, 20,000 people. You feel me? So we've been locked in since. And I dropped the song like a month after my dad died. And then Meek DM'd me like my dad died too, so we connected even more on that. And my album was done. Like, I made that song probably like 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? I just called him because I knew it was gonna touch his heart. You know what I'm saying? And we was on FaceTime for like 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm pulling up on you in New York. Like, I need this verse. Like, I pulled up on him. He told me like, bro, I've been in writer's block for the past month, but I'm gonna knock this joint out for you. Feel me? So he was in the booth for 11 hours. Wow. Like, I watched him stay in the booth 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. just making sure he got this done for his dad. You know what I'm saying?
Because trauma like that hits different.
Yeah, it's different for sure.
Yeah, and the album is some days I'm good, some days I'm not. Now, I can't help but to notice on the cover, you don't look happy at all.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't. It's a dope cover, but it definitely speaks. It screams that you're not okay.
Facts. And like, that's how I wanted the cover, you feel me? Everybody around me smiling too. Like, being at this position, you almost make everybody else happy because they all getting something from you. So you might be outside, everybody happy because like, but they not even wondering like how Fridayy really doing because it's a lot on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody even asks you like, bro, you really, they don't really care because we living like, you feel me? You feel me? And you putting them in positions like, yeah, you changing my life, but they don't ever even think like, what bro going through? Yeah, for sure.
But you know, on the Proud of Me record, you talk about how hurt you are, but then you say you heal your pain by buying diamonds on diamonds.
Yeah, for sure.
So a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, he good.
No, it's just something that get me happy. You know, I might be messed up and just go to the, you feel me, go to Shine real quick. I don't even gotta buy jewelry. I just chill in the jewelry store, just look at it. You feel me? Because it's one of my trophies to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them guys like, I ain't gonna wait for somebody to give me a trophy, so I'm gonna go buy my own trophy.
They call that retail therapy, but it's temporary though. Like, how long does that last?
Yeah, it's temporary, but it's a trophy to me. You know what I'm saying? So this something like I worked hard my whole life for. You know what I'm saying? It's equal to a Grammy. I look at this like a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
I was going to ask.
Let me pull out my diamond test. Let me see if you should be happy about it.
Stop, man.
No, you good. Go ahead.
I'm just
Yeah, I like that.
I'm just saying.
This man always want to do that.
I'm just saying. Let me warm it up. I got to warm up. Because you might be out here happy for no reason.
Stop good. All the way good.
This guy's crazy.
We ain't doing that,
We
man.
got that old ass diamond tester.
I was going to ask, how long did it take you to do this album? Because listening to the album, you feel the pain from the first song.
Yeah.
From the first song. How long did it take you to do this album, and how difficult was it to do this album? And there's so many elements in this album that scream gospel.
Yeah. It took me like 18 months to do this album. Like the last album, I was very still. Like I ain't even going on tour yet. I just locked in for like a month straight and just boom, 2 months, 14 songs. But this album, I was on tour, 2 tours, losing my dad. So it was like it all came together like in 18 months. That's why it's even 21 songs on this album. It's just a process of me recording through the whole year, making good music. I couldn't even take nothing out. You know what I'm saying? And also a reason why it's a double disc. You feel me? I got a lot of fans that love the R&B side of me, and the other fans that love the life. You know what I'm saying? The pain side of me. So I separated in that way just to feed my fans. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time.
Besides, you grew up in church. That's why.
Yeah, for sure. My dad's a pastor. You know what I'm saying? That's where I learned everything. Like he forced music on me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no musicians in the church, so he told me and my brothers, y'all gotta learn something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna play something, and it kind of like came natural. Like I was playing instruments and singing in the choir since I was like 11.
I wonder with the Meek verse, was it the writer's block or the difficulty of making the verse, or the fact that y'all was sitting up talking about grief that took 11 hours? Like, what do you think it was?
I think it's everything. You know what I'm saying? Like when you make a song for somebody you lost, it's like you gotta get it done and you gotta do the best you can for that person. In that session too, like if you look at my Instagram, I was probably crying tears the whole session. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause while he was recording, we couldn't hear, but like when he finished his verse, even though he lost his dad when he was a kid, a lot of the stuff he was saying like was touching my heart in a different way. Like I got everything, but I just really want to hold hands with my old man on wedding day while I slow dance. You feel me? And just I lost my dad, then my brother got married. My pop wasn't at that, so everything he was saying was just hitting my heart. So that session was a therapy session, bro. We was crying real tears in there.
What other healthy conversations have led to art?
I get music like that. It's like a lot from like experience, especially combos. Even like I got a song called "Some Days I'm Good, Some Days I'm Not" on the album. Like that was a conversation I had with my manager, just finding an album title, and then we found it. And right after we found it, I just went into my basement, produced it, and just freestyled that song. So a lot of my music come from experience for sure.
Hell yeah, because Empty Stomach is still my favorite.
Oh yeah, she a date. That's why I love Jess. She been showing me love since the beginning, for real though.
All right, we got more with Friday when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Friday's album is out today. I was going to ask what else you've been dealing with on this album in the last, I guess, 18 months, because besides your father passing, I mean, listening to some of these songs, it seems like your friends have snaked you.
Yeah.
Seems like, your friends only out for one thing. A girl did you dirty. Like, there's so much pain. Bro, I wanted to get, after he listened to the album, I said, damn, I got to get this brother a hug. Like, you've been dealing. So what else have you been?
He just wanted to hug you because he wanted to hug you, man. Don't let him blame that on all that other shit. Freaky ass over there Friday.
They talking about I can't curse, he going crazy.
But like sun comes down, wait for me. Like, there's records never leave. Like, there's records where you're hurting. So talk about that a little bit.
I say like being the first person to make it out, it's like a blessing and a curse. When you make it out, all eyes is on you. It'll be like the closest people around you, like they just look at you to everything. You know what I'm saying? And they even blame you for everything. You feel me? Like you just wake up and you get 5 calls like, bro, what you think about this business? Like, you feel me? I'm like, talk to me. Don't got no clue what they want to do. I'm like, all right, bet. Oh, Friday, weirdo. You don't want to invest in my business. Then that's another joint. You feel me? And it's like, I'll say this, like bringing people to the water, it's a blessing and a curse. Because they take it for granted. I'll say that. And then they'll blame it on you. You feel me? In a way, like, say you bring people backstage, right? I put people in this room. They'll look at you to do everything else.
No liquor in the room. What to look at? No food? You ain't got no food?
They in the room with you and they be like, yo, text Charlamagne. Bro, I just put you in a room with you. You just met 80 artists, but you worried about girls. You ain't leaving no numbers. and then you go to sleep like, yo, Friday ain't putting me in position. Only thing you can ask for is the door to be open. You feel me? So that's one of the things, big things going through, like making it out for sure.
I tell you something that I wish somebody would have told me earlier. Focus on yourself, King.
Nah, for sure.
Because you can travel farther alone, and then when you finally get in the position you want to be, then you can help who is worthy of being.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, facts.
You know, another thing too, man. You say that the pain won't go away. You say that on the some days I'm good, some days I'm not. It's like it's not. You know, it's not really supposed to.
Yeah,
like you're supposed to just deal with it.
You're supposed to deal with it, understand it more, and find the good in it.
Yeah, you said. I know you might want to escape from it. Have a little drink or buy some jewelry, but it's a natural thing. Like you should be grieving. You lost your pops. That's understandable.
For sure. Yeah, I'm learning that. As the days go by. Like I just understand it more. You feel me? I understand it and take it as a lesson of how I'm supposed to be moving forward with my life. So yeah, that's fact. It'll never go away though.
I know shopping for jewelry and just sitting in a jewelry store, that's your trophy, that's your therapy, but you don't have a professional therapist that you see?
Nah, not yet. I'm thinking about it, but not yet. I really just go to the studio. You feel me? I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't want to like pull my life out to somebody I don't really know. You feel me? And I don't want to pour my life out to somebody that I do know.
Yeah.
Because it might need something from me. So they gotta tell me everything I want to hear instead of what I need to hear. So
then send you an invoice.
No kiddie, yeah, text, you know all that. But yeah,
do it when you're ready. I started going in 2016. Just do it when you're ready.
Yeah, for sure.
That's your alarm?
No, I don't think it's mine. That is mine. Sometimes I got alarms just to, you feel me, pay this bill or something like that. Just remind me.
What was that reminder for?
Yo, nosy as hell.
Like it was a gas light bill or something.
A gas light bill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Let me check this jewelry though. I need to see.
Oh, there you go.
It was making a lot of noise, man. Hold on.
I love when somebody step up. I love it.
Run up in the jeweler right now.
But the thing is, but it ain't making no noise. Why it's not making no noise? It's supposed to.
Why you think it's not making no noise?
Hold on, let me see. It's supposed to make noise whether it's fake or real. It ain't supposed to be quiet.
No, it's not. Look where it's at. You gotta put your thumb on the back. All right.
Stop playing with him. Hey, told this stop playing. This is stop playing.
Right? This is highlighted the whole interview.
Like, what are we doing?
That chain too big. I catch him.
Yo, I ain't go for Friday. Just sweat a little bit.
I got to worry. I'm cool.
Yeah,
this would have been one of them days that he's not having a good one.
That's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
But I like the Come Home record too.
Word?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
you really listen this time? You ain't listen last time. I ain't gonna lie. You talking about Nyla?
Come on, man.
You ain't listen last time. You talking about Nyla? What you got? That's how the last interview was. I'm right here with Charlamagne. Like, Nyla, what else you got? That joint was 10 minutes. I text Nyla right after. I appreciate you, sis. That joint would have been 3 minutes without Nyla.
No, but I like it though because you talk about how you put a woman through a lot of shit.
Yeah. I ain't say that. What you rapping about? What song you talking about?
On the Come Home
record.
record.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
In a way, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But to have that level of self-awareness.
Yeah, that's a great record writing wise. You know, it's special. Like it's just explaining like, is it too late for me to come home? Like me being outside late and doing all my dirt and just coming home. You know, when you come home, you don't want to feel like you don't want to give nobody a hug. You gotta wash up first. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of them songs. Yeah, for sure.
You say you steady trying to cover up your filthy side.
Yeah,
I come home with a lot of baggage. I've been hard to manage.
Yeah, for sure. That song crazy, and it's not even about love. It's about whoever you coming home to. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's your kid, even if when you come home to see your mom, you gotta clean up before. Like me, I'm coming to see my mom. I gotta take a shower if I'm doing something crazy. You know, for sure.
I once saw you say, "Don't lose yourself in the music business." Can you explain it to the
What song I said that on?
I don't think it was a song. It was in an interview or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just like you just gotta stay grounded. And I feel like I came in this game a little different, so I can't speak for the hungry artists that's like wanna be everywhere, wanna be at all the parties, wanna be at all the sessions. But I feel like when you hungry, you'll eat anything. You feel me? When you starving, you'll go for anything. It's like, damn, I'm hungry. I'll go to this party. I'll go to this studio session. Not even know who's gonna be there.
Maybe Diddy.
Not even know who's gonna be there. Like, you might go there, you don't even know what's going on. It's not even laid out to you. You feel me? And I feel like that's how a lot of upcoming artists lose themselves. They so hungry. It's like they'll go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stories I hear, I can't relate to because I'm just at the crib making music with my mom to this day. You feel me? And I stay with my brother. So that's how you just gotta stay grounded and just focus on the music. Everything else is gonna come. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Some days I'm good, some days I'm not.
Album is out right now. Pick it up.
What's success to you Friday?
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Laura Roques is here, and it's time for Pass the Aux.
Go, go, DJ, cause that's my DJ. I say go, DJ, cause that's my DJ. Yeah, DJ, come spin, now come spin.
What's up, Nyla?
What's up, guys?
Big Nyla, NYLA. What's happening?
Oh, nothing new. Just another Friday, and I'm back again with the vibes. So I'm gonna.
First of all, how was your event last week, though? Your producer event.
Oh, the Battle of the Beats.
Yeah.
It was a 10 out of 10. I had such a good time. The producers were actually really fire. The person who won is actually from South Carolina.
Really?
Yeah, he's friends with Jehovah.
What's the name?
One Take.
One Take. I don't
Producer
know One Take. One Take, though.
One Take is a great name for a producer.
Yeah, shout out to One Take. He did really good. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to give him the prize, though, because it was like speakers and he didn't live here. But it's cool. But we're definitely going to do that again. I think I'm going to do that a little more periodically, especially because producers just don't really get any like shine or love.
Ship him his speakers, please.
You know, if there's any like music companies who would love to be a part of the prizes for the producers, definitely tap in with me, and then maybe we can just ship the gift to them.
Yes.
Because do you know how much it would cost me to ship a speaker?
It doesn't matter. You want to be a promoter, you through the event. It's the Battle of the Beats.
Yeah, I got him something up. I gave him something else.
What you gave him?
I gave him a don't worry about it. I gave him something else. It's not as great as a speaker.
Charlamagne trying to sponsor the speaker send or what?
I know, right?
Big money.
It's not my event.
South Carolina's
Big
very
pocket.
own. These are your people.
Not my
They
event.
says you don't be doing nothing for your hometown. What's up?
I hear that all the time.
Good job, Lauren.
That's a
Good
lie.
job.
I've
That
never
was
heard
good.
that.
That was great. That
I've
was
actually
great.
I've only heard that once in my life from a hater, but yes.
Okay.
Send him his speakers, though.
Well, speaking of other things and events that I went to this concert earlier this week at Baby's Alright from Noah Guy. He's an R&B singer. Super dope. He's from Philly, and this isn't on his latest tape, but this was the song that really stood out to me from like crowd reaction. It's called Big Boys Don't Cry.
Big boys cry, though.
Go ahead and be telling.
I mean,
especially big beige boys.
Shut up.
With Beijing in their bed.
I don't have Beijing.
Big beige boys with Beijing in their bed. Cry, Nyla.
I don't have Beijing, Nyla.
Yo, Envy, you could start a group with that Big Beige Boys. That's like a car group.
And honestly, you could start your own line, like die.
Yeah.
Fat Joe already did that. Well, Fat Joe sell paint.
That song could be the soundtrack, Nyla.
You said what?
The song could be the soundtrack for like his commercials and like when they all walk out all beiged and
there's something to it.
I like that tune though. That was a good tune.
Yep.
Yes, shout out to Noah Guy. Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep it in the R&B pocket. Johnny Venus, who is a part of Earth Gang, dropped a record with Black. It's called So Beautiful, and I will say it's low key kind of giving me Prince vibes.
See, you put too much expectation.
That's a lot of pressure
on it. Now
right
I'm
there.
already ready not to like it. Let's hear
Oh
it.
my gosh,
I like it.
you like it?
I like it. I mess
I
with
dig
it.
it, but you see, y'all gotta
You
stop.
shouldn't have said Prince.
Yeah, don't
You
put
should've just let us hear it.
expectations. Just let us hear
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
'Cause now
okay.
I'm thinking I'm about to hear something phenomenal.
All right.
And it's good, but
Well, I will say that I did hear some of his other music, and it's definitely phenomenal.
okay, that's
Yes.
good. But that
So-
ain't like I don't want to see Johnny Venus on stage with his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Prince music was so good he could be on stage with his ass out.
Yeah,
and
when
we
you
ain't
said
say
Prince,
nothing.
I was thinking ass out type of music too.
I just don't want to see him on stage with his ass out. Period.
You
I
don't
just
make them
wanna
kind of
put that on
records yet.
record.
When you get to that level of musical genius that Prince did, you can
That's
have to
right.
be on stage with your ass out.
Woof,
Rest in
okay.
peace to the God.
I'm gonna play you some other stuff because it's there. To me, it's giving like Prince mixed with Andre.
Stop. Johnny Venus, she's setting you up for failure. Stop.
Right,
It's
anyway.
dope. It's a dope record.
Thank you. It's a dope record. Make sure you guys tune it out. Black is on there too. He has a great feature. But okay, so I want to get into the Stallion Currency record, and I just wanted to shout this one out because I seen Wiz Khalifa doing remixes to like Kendrick record. He did a remix to J. Cole's Cloud. So I'm just excited because I really feel like it's 2010 again with the nostalgia.
Yeah, I want to hear it. I'm gonna go listen to it later.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal record. I've had it on repeat since it's dropped, and then also I heard some unreleased Spitter records that are also tough too. So it's gonna be a good year for rap. I know I said that earlier this year, but I just want to get into my very last one. I'm gonna take it to the West Coast. Is Ray Vaughn He dropped a record called Cemetery Ladder.
Okay, I like that.
Loved it.
Loved it.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
What he said? He said, "What's the sense of dying for a rep when you're gonna be dead by the summer?" I'm paraphrasing because I just heard you think them streets gonna love you like your sister or your mother.
It was fine.
They gonna cry for you like your niece will. All right, Ray. What's Rayvon?
Shout out to
Ain't he with
Rayvon.
TDE, or am I tripping?
Yeah.
Okay, salute to Rayvon.
Yeah.
That's all.
I like it, but I will say that on my tape that's coming out this year, we did sample the same sample, and the beat is way fire. But Rayvon did do his thing. I'm just gonna say that. But if you guys like what y'all heard, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Nyla Symone. That's NYLASYMONEEE. And then make sure you guys follow It's a Certified Vibe. We're gonna have our next event on March 21st, and then we're also starting our very first bi-weekly party. It's gonna be a rap night. Records like Rayvon record to be played. Then records like the new
R&B joint?
RZA, Wu-Tang. No. The R&B party's at Saint. This is a new spot called Dumbala that just opened in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Really cute. So make sure y'all pull up on me.
All right. And salute. Thank you, Nyla. And salute to our brother Louis V. Today is DJ Louis V's birthday.
Happy born day, Louis V,
Oh my
man.
God, he's my grandma's birthday twin.
Happy
So yesterday
born
was
day.
her birthday.
Happy born day, Lauren's grandma. I want to say happy born day to Louis V. Louis V will be providing the soundtrack at the 3rd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival happening Saturday, April 26th at Pullman Yards in Atlanta, Georgia. If you've been to the first 2 Black Effect Podcast Festivals, you know it's a good time. We got Mandy and Weezy hosting this year. We have the Trap Nerds podcast for all the gamers out there. Good Moms, Bad Choices is going to be hitting that stage. The Naked Sports podcast with Carrie Champion. R&B Money with Tank and Jay Valentine. And the Woman Evolved podcast with Sarah Jakes Roberts. So make sure you go get your tickets right now. They went on sale yesterday, actually. So go to blackeffect.com/podcast festival to get your tickets for the 3rd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival happening April 26th in Atlanta. That's Pullman Yards.
That's a monster lineup, by the way.
That's right.
Great lineup. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of women in the building.
For sure.
So brothers, you need to be there.
You got Sarah Roberts headlining. It's
Sarah
gonna be
Jakes
I can't
Roberts.
wait to get some guy from her. I love her.
I'm going to have her pray over one of your wigs.
Get your tickets right now.
This guy don't spot face.
Uh,
Milk dud nose. Ugh. You just get on my nerves.
Well, let's
I'm
get to the
having
mix. Let's get to the mix. We throw it back on a Friday. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here. It's Black History Month. What we doing?
Salute to my guy BDaht, man. You know, every day during Black History Month, BDaht puts out a podcast called I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network. And today, he's just going to give you a rundown of all the Black history he covered this past season. Let's discuss.
On today's episode of I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either, can we just take a moment to reflect on this journey through Black history that we've been on? 28 episodes in 1 month. We did it!
I didn't know, maybe you didn't need. I didn't know, maybe you didn't need. I didn't know, maybe you didn't need. I didn't know, I didn't know.
On season 4 of I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either, we covered everything from Dapper Dan flipping the script in fashion to Paul Revere Williams literally turning the tables on racism in architecture by mastering upside down drawings. Bro was like, oh, you don't want to sit next to me in the meeting? Cool. I'll just hit this flip and still be the best in the room. Now that's some petty energy that we can all get behind. We highlighted the women in season 4, like Grace Wisher, the 12-year-old apprentice to Betsy Ross that stitched up the American flag, or Biddy Mason, who went from being enslaved to owning half of LA, or Alice Parker, sis invented central heating. Just furthermore proof that women been bringing the heat. You dig? But of course it wasn't all wins, right? We had to talk about the ugly stuff too. J. Marion Sims, aka the so-called father of gynecology, out here performing experiments on black women without anesthesia. Then you fast forward that to today and black women still don't get the care they deserve in hospitals. Like, how are you more likely to die from stereotypes than actual diseases? But we also showed love to the culture. HBCUs like WSSU and FAM. The first black football game, that was us. Even discussed the parallels of HBCUs and PBIs, predominantly black institutions. Then the language they used back in the day, like drapetomania, that's what they called enslaved folks who wanted to escape. Like, oh, you want to be free? Oh, that must be a disease. And now we're here, done. And I know you're like, damn, that's got to be it, right? Nope. In the words of Jesus Christ at that wedding when they ran out of wine, let's keep the party going. Starting in March, we dropping new episodes every week. And it's not just Black History anymore. It's anything that I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either. For example, did you know Jaleel White, Urkel, auditioned to play Rudy on The Cosby Show? Yeah, Rudy was supposed to be a boy. But Keisha Knight Pulliam pulled up and was like, yeah, I'm him. Or here's something else that I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either. A snail's mouth is smaller than the head of a safety pin, but they got 20,000 teeth. Oh yeah, we diving into all the random, weird, and amazing stuff that I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either. So stick with me, and I promise we'll laugh, we'll learn, and we'll leave every single episode saying, damn, I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either. Stay curious.
Well, happy Black History Month.
Salute to my guy BDaht. He covered everything from the first HBCUs to the Children's March in 1963. So we're all smarter because I didn't know, maybe you didn't either. Thank you, Dot. And make sure you go subscribe to that podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network because it's available all throughout the year.
All right. When we come back, we got the positive notice, The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. I want to salute to Second Chance Rescues, an organization that gets dogs and dogs that are abandoned or left or stranded, and they really ask people to donate not donate dogs, but to adopt dogs. So salute to them. I ran into them yesterday. I promised my kids I would get them a dog, and I was asking on air about specific dogs, and I want to salute to the brother William, who's ex-military, who I reached out to yesterday, who was on the phone with me for an hour and a half yesterday, just breaking down dogs and the types of dogs. And I just want to say thank you to that brother. I know he owns a business called Regal Dobermans, but I just wanted to say thank you because he didn't have to be on the phone that long. And
you found one?
Yeah, I think I found one. It's not born yet, but I think I did find one. But he was just telling me that different dogs and their temperament and hair and do they shed, and he's very knowledgeable. Like I said, He was military, so he trained them in the military. So I just wanted to say thank you to that brother for being on the phone for that long. And my wife asked a zillion and one questions. So thank you to that brother.
Well, salute to him. And I just want to tell everybody this weekend, make sure you go get your tickets for the 3rd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival. It's happening Saturday, April 26th at Pullman Yards in Atlanta, Georgia. It will sell out. It sold out the first two years that we've been doing it. So thank you to everybody for that. But this year, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of women in the building because we got Mandy B and Wheezy of Decisions hosting it.
Dope.
The Trap Nerds podcast will be there for the gamers. We got Good Moms, Bad Choices. They'll be there. The Naked Sports podcast with Carrie Champion will be there. The R&B Money podcast with Tank and Jay Valentine. And we got the Woman Evolved podcast with Sarah Jakes Roberts. Okay, so make sure you go get your tickets Saturday, April 26th at Pullman Yards in Atlanta, Georgia from 11 to 7. You can go to blackeffect.com/podcast festival to get your tickets now.
All right. Well, you got a positive note?
I do, man. And the positive note is simple. I want you to remember this weekend. It's from the great Dr. Wayne W. Dyer. Always remember, conflict cannot survive without your participation. Remember that when somebody working your nerves this weekend. Conflict cannot survive without your participation. Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?